This is the dawning of the Age of Aquarius, Age of Aquarius. Welcome to Coffee Talk with me, Trina, from www.themoontree.org, helping you navigate life's energies. So what are we going to talk about today? Oh, it's one of my I'm very excited about this topic. It is, of course, about the Age of Aquarius. Now, not to be confused with Aquarius sign coming up soon as we're moving out of Capricorn. This is the Age of Aquarius, just like that song. And it only happens every 2,000 years. So, consider yourself lucky for being born into this amazing shift that we're going through. So let's talk about the shift and what we're coming out of. So since 2012, we've started to enter the Age of Aquarius. And so what we're coming out of was the Age of Pisces. And so think back about 2,000 years ago when it all started, the Age of Pisces, and everything that happened for 2,000 years. Well, there was lots of, there was like the Industrial Revolution, there was Jesus being born, there was all sorts of crazy stuff that happened in that 2,000 years. Now, Pisces energy is very, very magical, creative, intuitive, and wants to connect with all that, but is limited of the stuff that's happening on Earth. And if we look at the Pisces symbol, we'll see two fish that are trying to swim, but they're caught, like they're almost tied together, and they can't release themselves from this boundary or this this rope or whatever it is that's connecting and not being and holding them back from swimming free. So we'll see a lot of that in those 2,000 years that have passed. There's lots of control issues, and also a lot of, because the negative side of Pisces is there's a lot of mystery and illusion. And so what happened in the Age of Pisces is there was a lot of illusion. It was almost like this veil of energy around humanity, an illusion of what's really, really out there and what really can happen and all the potential. But there was this veil that was preventing us from reaching that potential, that creative, intuitive, magical potential. So, fast forward now to about 2012 when the Age of Aquarius happened. And so we're starting to enter in this new amazing era of Aquarius. Now, to give you a little more sort of enlightenment on Aquarius, let's look at the tarot cards for the Aquarius. So the star card is number 17 in the tarot, and it is attached to Aquarius. And so as we can see, she is pouring the water over all of humanity. So if you think of Pisces as the fish trying to get away to swim free, well, Aquarius comes in to pour the water of freedom, the water of wisdom, the water of clarity, and to wash away the veil of control. So you might get confused because you think, well, I thought Aquarius was a water sign too, like Pisces, because of the water stuff. But no, actually Aquarius is an air sign. It deals a lot with intellectual mind, ideas, and thought. So what it's doing is it's bringing that wisdom and thought down to earth, and she's pouring the water over humanity. So I like to call this the water of freedom. The water of freedom. So isn't that like amazing and so inspirational and so exciting? Like, I'm just so excited by this. I just feel so lucky to be born in this sort of, and this whole thing is actually dear to my heart because I am an Aquarius. So I really feel a lot of that, you know, Aquarius energy, which is about unification of humanity and letting people not be blocked by any control and letting their freaky fly. Do you know what I mean? Like moving into a new awareness, a new paradigm, and not being controlled by everything external, and really taking your own healing and your own self into your own hands and realizing you have the power and there's so much knowledge for you to increase your own energy vibration. Now, the Age of Aquarius is definitely bringing in an ascension, an increase in the vibrationary field. And you can see that if you look at the Schumann resonance charts. And that is how the energy of Earth vibrates. It's getting more and more and more. And it's measured through what's called the Schumann resonance, SCHUMAN. And you can, you know, Google the Schumann resonance to see like how amazingly like everything's vibrating at a faster rate. Not only is Earth's energy field vibrating at a faster rate, but it is calling to our human energy fields to catch up and keep up with that vibrationary ascension and improvement and acceleration, we'll call it. There is an acceleration of vibration, the frequency that's happening. And so we want to start with ourselves. We want to start with our own energy fields. And so everything starts with you. And what you can do, you just do everything in your power to increase your own fields. We have a north and we have a south pole. We're made out of energy. Everything's energy. And you can start by looking at your food. That's the first thing. What's going in your mouth? What energy are you bringing externally into your own field through the mouth? And that's the first step. And, you know, you want to look at just raising the vibration of your food. Even if you're a meat eater, I know everybody suggests, you know, stop eating meat, but that's not always the case. I mean, I myself still love to eat meat, but I like to choose happy meat. So meat that is not factory farmed, where they died in a way that made them sad and scared, because that fearful, sad energy sticks in the meat and goes in your mouth, and everything is energy. So you want to try and find sources of food that is high energy and that was happy. So that's, you know, a plant-based diet is very good. And if you can just add more plants, especially the organic foods, or start, you know, growing your own food at home, learn about gardening and stuff like that. But anything you can do and start increasing the vegetables. If nothing, increase some more of the healthy stuff and take some vitamins. And especially right now in the Northern Hemisphere where it's cold. In fact, it's very, very cold today, but you want to start taking vitamin D. And here's an example. When we're in the sunshine in the summertime, we're making 35,000 IUs of vitamin D for 20 minutes of sunshine outside in the summer. 35,000. So when, you know, everybody says we get seasonal affective disorder, it's not. It's just a lack of vitamin D. So if anything, increase your greens, but also increase your vitamin D. And I like to prescribe vitamin D drops. And so, start out with about 8,000 or 9,000 IUs a day and, work up to what feels comfortable. But vitamin D is definitely the missing element, as well as magnesium. And I like to prescribe the spray magnesium, or that liquid magnesium that you put on after you get out of your bath or shower, because it goes into your skin and it's a lot easier on your digestion. And so with the vitamin D, I like the drops as well. It's much easier on our digestion. And who wants to take like 8 of those little pills every day? Even just thinking about taking all those pills doesn't make me feel good. So you want to get your vitamins through your food and through a liquid sort of way as well. I always appreciate liquid vitamins over the tablets. They digest better, they enter your energy field better, and it's just better. So liquid. Anyway. Okay, so moving on, because this wasn't supposed to be exactly coffee talk about raising your vibration, but well, you never know what happens in these conversations. I don't plan. I just, have a topic, and then whatever comes out, and it's meant for, helping raise the vibration of humanity. That's my job. So, okay. So back to the Age of Aquarius. So what's going to happen in the next 2,000 years? Well, already we're starting to see, treating Mother Earth a lot better, like, not raping and pillaging Earth for, resources. And one of the things that's happening here is the oil field industry and you'll see that eventually it's going to dissipate, through the next, I don't know how many years. It could be a few hundred years till it's completely gone, but you see that because people are starting to, because their energy frequency is ascending, and you're getting all these new downloads from the Aquarius energy. It's about using energy in a different way, a way that doesn't hurt the earth, and a way that unifies humanity rather than splits them and disconnects them from each other. Because the Age of Aquarius, the Aquarius energy is very humanity oriented. And that's why we're all starting to realize, wow, we're part of a collective conscious. We're all part of each other. We are all united by energy. So, and here's an example. Sometimes you'll see a person and you'll feel uncomfortable around that person, or feel judgy about that person. But really what you're seeing is a mirror of something of your own self that's making you feel uncomfortable. So whenever you feel that, be an observer and look at why does that person make you feel that way, and, fix that within you as well, and then move further to that. As we're ascending our own vibrationary fields, we want to remove stuff that no longer serves us, that's holding us back. So anything like from the Pisces era that was holding us back is starting to be moved out to make way for this new Aquarius energy that's coming in. So a lot of us are going through a detox, and we're like, why am I getting all these rashes? Why am I getting all this explosion out of myself? And part of it is this detox that happens especially when we change to a new era, or especially when a big shift happens like this, what we're going through right now. There is a detox period that needs to happen in order to get that new frequency in. And this happened to me. Like, I went through a terrible rash stage last year at this time. Last year I exploded in a rash, and I had to go to the doctor, and it kept coming back. The only thing that fixed it was my own liver working on my liver. And that was, doing an herbal liver detox, adding the more greens, and working really on my liver. And thank God that the medical medium, Anthony Williams, came into my life to help me with that. And I feel like I could take his knowledge and spread it to other people as well, like my clients and whoever is out there that wants to hear what I have to say. So definitely my experiences with the whole detox stuff is helping me move forward. And this year I feel fantastic. Like, I am in my early 40s, and I'm feeling amazing, and it's all energy. It's just keeping that vibration up, and going with that. So, and keeping happy. So any situations that are no longer serving you, and write them out. Write out 5 things right now with your pen and paper that suck. 5 things that don't make you feel good. And then from a neutral point, from a neutral observer, you can make changes. And you can, how could I increase my vibration in this situation? So whatever it is that's holding you back from flying and from ascending and from being happy, that's what you just need to fix. And it all starts with you. So that's your homework for today, for this week. And work one thing at a time. And you'll just, as you start ascending and increasing your vibration, more info is going to come your way, whether by dreams or whether on just people or anything, but all this new stuff's going to come your way as you make room for it. So enjoy increasing your vibration, enjoy the Age of Aquarius. And because and one more thing I wanted to mention is that soon, at the end of this week, we're going through the change from Capricorn into Aquarius. And so there's also a blood moon and there's a lunar eclipse. Can you believe that? All that happening at the end of this week. So the day of the lunar eclipse, whatever that means for you, and you can look up, Google blood moon lunar eclipse January 2019 and find your time when the eclipse is happening. For us in North America, it's going to be happening in the evening. So after the kids go to bed, I want us all to send out some love light to envelope the world at the lunar eclipse, because that's really going to help Earth increase her vibration, help everybody else increase our own vibrations as well, and help us ascend into this new age. And so do that. And then, you know, in the age of Aquarius, there's going to be a lot of technology. There's going to be a lot of air stuff because it's an air sign. There's going to be a lot of air travel, air stuff, space programs, all that kind of stuff is going to happen, technology. But there's also going to be like a feeling of unifying the world and increasing the frequency of humanity, and you know, coming out of that control feeling and realizing that there's no boundaries. Anything is possible. So I hope you enjoyed this coffee talk. Visit me at www.themoontree.org. And for the month of January, use January 22 at checkout for 22% off everything on my site. So again, that code was January 22, and you can visit me at www.themoontree.org. See you next time. Bye for now.